Why'd you end up popping your balloon?
I popped my balloon because he popped her balloon, and he said it's because she's spiritual. I'm also a spiritual woman. Now, I do have a good faith and a good relationship with God.
Oh, good.
I do believe in God, but I also am a very spiritual person. So you might come home to your house smelling like sage because I feel like I need to cleanse out the evil spirits.
Okay.
You might find...
There's nothing evil in me, though. I'm good.
It's
But I
not
respect
true,
that.
but you
I
know,
can-
sometimes you let people in your house if you have company and they bring in things, or sometimes you might have an attachment from work. You never know.
Okay.
And then I like my crystals and stuff like that, and I just don't know if you would understand.
Hello, welcome in. What's your name?
My name is Linnell.
Linnell, how old are you?
I am 48 years old.
48. Okay, where are you from?
I'm originally from Wisconsin, then Illinois, but now I'm in Texas.
All right. And what do you do?
I'm a spiritual counselor, but I also, as of this year, I'm excited about doing some new things. I'm a transformational life coach. I author 2 devotionals,
Okay.
and I'm a notary.
All right. That's good. Nice little list there.
Yeah.
And what are some things you like to do for fun?
Oh, I love sports, watching and playing. I like to encourage people. That brings joy to me. And I also, I love going to live bands. I love to see a live band.
Okay, cool. And what are some things you look for in a woman?
Oh man, I'm looking for someone who loves God with all their heart, mind, soul, and strength. Someone who loves their neighbor as they love their new self in God. Someone who's down to earth. I want to be able to be with somebody who I can have just as much fun with at the park as someone we go to paradise on the beach somewhere. Same fun, same joy.
Okay.
And someone no gossip, you know. Oh, that's a deal breaker, right? So,
Oh, yeah. Go ahead. Get into it. Get into it. Let me know some deal breakers.
well, just someone, you know, I don't like a gossiper too much. Someone who obviously don't love God. Someone who don't enjoy life, you know, and take it one day at a time.
Okay.
I think tomorrow's too much for anybody, but just enjoy each day that God gives us.
Amen. All right. So we have not got any pop balloons.
Okay.
I'm going to hand you a pick, but just hang on to it.
All right.
Won't use it just yet. I'm going to go ahead and have you ask our beautiful ladies a question so you kind of get to know them a little bit.
already?
Yeah, you get a question before you pop.
Well, before I ask that question or answer a question, I just want to take a few seconds to thank you, Arletta, and your husband. I really thank God for y'all. This show is high class, it's very respectful, and it gives us the opportunity to find love. So I want to give you your flower, you and your husband,
Thank you so much.
your
We
flower while
appreciate
you can
it.
see them, and thank God for you guys and what you do for us. There's a lot of imitators out there, but y'all do it real classy. So I wanted to
Thank
celebrate you
you.
guys today and share
We
that.
appreciate it. And we
Yeah.
thank you for coming on
Yeah,
today.
it's my pleasure. Yeah. Okay, my question.
Yes, sir.
What is something that you know today that you wish you would have known years ago?
Something you know today that you wish you would have known years ago. Let's start here first. But before we get to the answer, if we can get your name and age.
My name is Dewana, and I'm 39.
All right. And Dewana, where are you from and what do you do?
I'm from California, and I'm a business owner. I own a hair loss clinic
Nice.
in California.
Very nice. And if you want to go ahead and answer his question.
I honestly wish I would have started earlier following my dreams. But, you know, I really had to go through life and figure it out, and I'm just happy that I figured it out. So I'm now living in my dreams.
Very respectful. Thank you
Yeah,
for
thank
sharing.
you.
Thank you.
All right, if we can get your name and age.
Hi, I'm Billy, 40.
Hi, Billy.
Hi.
And Billy, where are you from and what do you do?
I'm from Dallas. I'm a data analyst, and I'm a graphic designer and a group curator, travel curator.
And if you want to go ahead and answer his question.
I think what I wish I'd known back then that I know now is more about financial aspects and different career paths that I could have taken. I think if I would have known about them sooner, I would have been much further in life than I am right now if I would have known about different things like that.
Good answer. Thank you.
Your name and age.
Hi, I'm Maury. I am 39.
And Maury, where are you from and what do you do?
I'm from the east side of St. Louis. And I bartend and I'll be a realtor at the end of next month.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
And if you want to go ahead and answer his question.
Well, I really care a lot. So if I knew then what I know now, I would not have cared so much.
Interesting. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you. We can get your name and age.
My name is Sigourney, and I am 33.
And where are you from and what do you do?
I'm from California. I am a live streamer, content creator, and an upcoming real estate investor.
Okay, if you want to go ahead and answer his question.
Well, that's a great one because my heart dropped to the floor. But yikes. I mean, I'm a mom, so I'm a single mom. And I realize when you have goals in life, you do what is important to be a provider. And sometimes if you have to put stuff on hold to get what you want, to do better later, I put my life on hold, but now I'm living my life.
Good answer. Thank you.
Thank you, friend.
Hi,
Hi.
Hello, your name and age?
my name is Shawnee. I'm 36 and I'm from Atlanta, Georgia.
And what do you do?
I work in civil rights and higher education.
Okay, if you want to go ahead and answer his question.
If I knew back then what I know now, I would tell myself to not put so much emphasis on having a specific goal in life. Some of my best moments in my life have been in pivotal points where I thought the world was crumbling, right? And then the decision I made next was something that birthed like me learning more about myself and finding out that I'm much more resilient than I previously thought I was. So I would say that just be open to new possibilities. Like sometimes we have like, this is how I want my life to be structured. But I think that the most beautiful moments come from the unknown.
Going outside the box.
Yeah, exactly.
Very good. Thank you for sharing. Yeah.
Okay, last but not least, your name and age.
My name is Whitley, and I'm 36.
Whitley, where are you from and what do you do?
I'm originally from Dallas, but I live in San Diego right now, and I'm an aviation tech and a full-time student as well.
Okay, if you want to go ahead and answer his question.
So honestly, I would have done, kind of nervous, creating peace early on, and then not letting people cloud my judgment, and just pretty much that peace. Yeah.
Thank you.
All right. While we're down here, go ahead and ask him another question, and then we'll take it backwards. Yeah.
Okay. What are your love language? What is your love language, and what is the love language you like to give?
So the love language I like to give is acts of service, because I like to do like pedicures, manicures, little facials and stuff like that.
What
and
about
then,
for me?
Well, that's the one. Well, no, that's the one I would like to give. You know what I'm saying? Like a facial, pedicure, and all that stuff. But the one I like to receive is words of affirmation and physical touch, and then quality time.
Thank you.
Thank you. All right, over here.
The love language that I like to receive, quality time. I think that time it's not a renewable resource. So if you can give me your time, then I know that you're committed to me. The love language I like to give would also be quality time. I want to show you that I'm committed, that I'm here. I'm interested in knowing about who you are, what your goals are. And I'll also say acts of service. I truly study my person. I try to figure out what makes you tick, what makes you happy, what pisses you off, all of those things, so I can know how to navigate around you so that we can create an environment of peace.
Very good. Thank you.
All right, what about
Very
over
thorough.
here?
I feel like with like love language, it all depends on based on alignment. I consider myself kind of like more of a spiritual woman, and I like to move based on alignment and like the time, the measures, and if you guys put in both the work and good communication and kind of go from there, you know?
Okay.
Yeah.
That's fair. Thank you.
Thank you, friend.
Love language do change. from
Yeah,
time to time,
they
so-
do every now and then. All right, what about over here?
Hi, I think my love language is the acts of service and the quality time, but it's reciprocating. You give, I get. I give, you get.
Are you gonna give me my love language? What can you give me?
My time,
Okay.
my acts
So
of
quality
service,
time? Okay.
yes.
All right. 'Cause
Reciprocal
you
energy.
said your love languages, but I also said, what is the love language you can give?
Reciprocal energy, yes.
All right. Very good. Thank you.
Okay, what about over here?
I feel like we're all the same. My love language is quality time. I love spending time with the person that I vibe with. And the love language that I like to give is acts of service, because I like to see that you're doing something and I want to know how I can help. How I can help you get better at what you're doing. So I love someone that accepts it and takes it and values it. So I love giving acts of service.
Good. Thank you. Thank you.
All right, and what about over here?
I would say my love language would be acts of service as well. I like to, cook and clean and you know, be there for you when you need me, be your backbone. I like to receive that as well because I am a business owner and I spend a lot of time working. And so I would like for us to be more balanced with each other when it comes to acts of service. Quality time is important to me because we both may be busy and we both need to make time for each other outside of that busy schedule. So I find that to be very important for a successful relationship.
Thank you.
All right, so you got to know the ladies a little bit. So unfortunately now is that hard time. Yeah, I'm gonna have you pop 2 balloons. 2 of them.
All of you all are beautiful young ladies. Y'all know that. Y'all all nodded your heads. Okay. Ooh,
Okay,
that is
and
loud.
one more. Okay, let's just stay down over there. All right, so what was making you hang on to your balloon?
I honestly didn't want to pop when he first came out, just to give him a chance, just to hear him out. So that was it.
Okay. So is he someone that's your type?
He is, but he do seem like he a little more on the spiritual side more than I am. So
Well, thank you for giving me a chance.
And why'd you end up popping her balloon?
No eye contact. She was a little shy, a little timid.
right.
So that was the initial thing.
Okay.
Yeah, but beautiful.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. All right, let's go to the second one that was popped over here. Okay, what was making you hang on to your balloon?
You know, I was just kind of seeing what was going on, and I think, you know, just seeing what's good in the head. Yeah.
Good in the head.
And why'd you end up popping her balloon?
A beautiful young lady, just younger than the other contestant, a little bit more older.
I understand, yeah.
And she said spiritual. And you know, with my relationship with God, as you mentioned before,
I
it's very
understand.
important to me with who I'm with. But
can't-
thank you.
Thank you,
Beautiful.
friend.
Yeah.
All right, so we now have. Oh, okay. Why'd you end up popping your balloon?
I popped my balloon because he popped her balloon and he said it's because she's spiritual. I'm also a spiritual woman. Now, I do have a good faith and a good relationship with God.
Oh, good.
I do believe in God, but I also am a very spiritual person. So you might come home to your house smelling like sage because I feel like I need to cleanse out the evil spirits. You might
There's
find
nothing evil in me though. I'm good.
it's
But I
not
respect
you,
that.
but you know, sometimes you let people in your house if you have company and they bring in things, or sometimes you might have an attachment from work. You never know. And then I like my crystals and stuff like that, and I just don't know if you would understand that. I would be open to teaching you and helping you understand, but because, you know, I just think that you may be a little closed off to it. And I don't want to waste your time. And I don't want to
thank you.
convince you to do something that you don't want to do.
Yeah.
Got it. But is she someone that's your type?
She's beautiful. She
Thank
is. Yeah. Absolutely
Thank
beautiful.
you.
Thank you for your honesty and transparency.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
Okay, we did get another pop over here. All right, why'd you end up popping your balloon?
The same reason, but I'm not that type of spiritual. I'm more, I believe in God and, you know, I love God and everything, but I'm not on church on Sundays. I'm not doing all of that. So, and I thought when he said it at first, I was like, should I pop? I was like, well, let me just hear, because you can be,
Yeah.
you know, all about God and stuff, but you're not just like into it like that. And I grew up in church, Pentecostal, and they're like, if you're not equally yoked, that's not a good match for you. And I feel like I'm not going to be equally yoked with you in that regard.
Is she someone that's your type though?
She's beautiful. She is. And I love her down to earth attitude, her demeanor.
Thank you.
She looks really sweet and kind. So
I am.
yeah, all of y'all beautiful, of course. All of y'all. Did she say she was?
I am.
You didn't need my help? Okay, got it.
I do. Thank you, though.
Well, I don't consider it a deal breaker per se, but I respect someone where they're at as far as their belief in God. Me personally, though, I'm a Christian. I'm a follower of Jesus Christ. I do have a relationship with him, and that's important to me. And then I even respect what you said about being equally yoked, even though that don't happen overnight. You know, I'm trying to be my best friend first, because if we be best friends, we're gonna become lovers. You know, so I'm learning to accept the stages that comes with relationships, because I think that's important. Thank you, BM.
Thank you.
My man.
All right, so we now have 2 Okay, never mind. Let's go down over here. All right, why'd you end up popping your balloon?
First of all, I want to say that you're dressed Very nice.
thank you.
You have a beautiful smile. Love your look in general. I wanted to hear you out and just, I guess, hear you expand on your religious beliefs. And after hearing that explanation, I think that I wouldn't be, quote unquote, equally yoked with you. I see God in many things. I see God in my dog, in my mom, in my relationships, how I show up for people, you name it.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't necessarily say I'm a Christian or I'm a Muslim and I don't go to church. I don't do the typical things you would see in someone who's religious. So I am definitely faith-based, just not attached to a religion.
Appreciate you sharing that.
Yeah.
And that's important to share that honesty as far as where you stand, because there's always room for growth, but everybody has a foundation.
Yeah, for sure.
And it seems like I'm hearing y'all foundations, and I have to respect your foundation like you're respecting mine. So thank you for that.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
And is she someone that is your type?
She's beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah.
All right, held on till the end. What happened? Why'd you pop?
Kind of like the same reasons. I'm very spiritual, and I too do the sage and the crystals and things like that. And I remember you saying your age. I'm usually a type of person that stays within my age range, and I think you're a little bit older for me.
I am. Yeah. Okay.
And is she someone that
She
is
is
your type?
beautiful. I love her eyes. I love her dress. Hunter green's my favorite color. Back in the day, I wore it to the prom twice. So both proms, I wore that color. Yeah. But beautiful. Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you. All right.
All right. Well, unfortunately, that's all the balloons pop. But thank you so much for
It
coming
was a pleasure.
on.
Thank you guys so much.
I'll go ahead and take that mic, and let's give it up for him, ladies.